No day passes without something bizarre happening. The last time I checked, the vulva is the organ of a woman that's actively involved in fulfilling conjugal duties and reproduction purposes. But man seems to have found another use for it, a treasure chest. In April 2018, a Missouri woman who had a loaded handgun hidden in her vagina at the time of her arrest last year pleaded guilty to weapons possession and narcotic charges. During an appearance in circuit court in McLean County, Illinois, 27-year-old Anika Witt copped to a pair of felony charges as part of a plea agreement, one that required her to testify at trial against an acquaintance with whom she was arrested in September 2017. Witt and Clinton McDonald's, who's 29, were pulled up following a traffic stop on Interstate 55 just north of Bloomington. According to the smoking gun, Witt was headed to St. Louis with drugs, but was pulled over for speeding through the central Illinois town of about 1,800 residents. Police searched the pair's vehicle and found ecstasy in Witt's bra and heroin in the car. Now, Witt was already on the hook for the drugs, but she needed to hide the loaded Kimber .380 pistol she thought to avoid another charge, so she stuffed it into her vagina. According to Bloomington Pantagraph, no mere pat-down would uncover the gun where Anika Witt put it. Witt was subsequently transported to the McLean County Jail in Bloomington, Illinois, where arrestees are subjected to a strip search. It was during that procedure that a female McLean County correctional officer found the gun, complete with a fully loaded magazine and a bullet in the chamber ready to fire. The dangerous toy is 5.6 inches long and weighs 13.4 ounces with an empty magazine. Witt was charged with 2 counts of armed violence, manufacture and delivery of heroin, possession of ecstasy, and unlawful use of weapons by a felon. All of the charges were ditched except for the possession of heroin and unlawful use of weapons charges. Judge Casey Costigan accepted a negotiated plea agreement in which Witt agreed to the 2-year sentence for the gun charge and a 24-month conditional discharge for the drug charge. However, she's not off the hook and may still face charges in Missouri, where she's on parole for various charges, including tampering with a motor vehicle and endangering the welfare of a child. Judge Costigan did well to warn her. He said, and I quote, "They may have different rules and I can't order a judge to do something there. A judge may order you to serve a consecutive sentence after this one is completed," which received credit for time served 250 days and got day-for-day credit for her prison time. "We feel it is fair and just and are pleased with the outcome," said defense attorney Brian McEldowney, Witt's lawyer. She's faced with a sentence range of probation of 4 to 15 years on the heroin charge and 2 to 10 years on the weapons charge. Also, she must pay a fine of $6,400 for the drug's street value, which must be paid within 2 years of her release from custody. Jeff Harv, assistant state attorney, remarked has not had any issues since her arrest. Harv said she has been cooperative with police and authorities. "This is what we believe is fair." As part of her plea agreement, Witt had to testify against her partner, Clinton McDonald. He was brought to trial and agreed to a sentence of 24 months of conditional discharge. Also, he was sentenced to 180 days in jail, but was released because he had already served 244 days by the time he had accepted the deal. Stashing a gun down there is a more common tactic than one might think. You'll be surprised how many people know and practice this trick. Almost every girl. Maybe not a gun, but every other thing from fruits and vegetables to toys, phone, money, and all whatnot. There have been cases where female drug runners attempted to smuggle drugs past security in their vaginas. Oftentimes, things can often go badly wrong. In 2013, A British woman was arrested for attempting to smuggle 100,000 pounds or 850 grams worth of cocaine in her front pocket. One heroic granny attempted to smuggle tranquilizers, small packets of cocaine and heroin, and 20 euros to her grandson in jail via concealed Kinder Surprise eggs. Some have tried using their vaginas to hide drugs from the cops, with varying degrees of success. Police have found everything from bung pipes, 17 grams of meth along with a pipe, and hypodermic needles in vaginas, including 54 bags of heroin, 31 empty baggies, 8.5 prescription pills, and a total of $51.22 in loose change in the genitals of 27-year-old Karine Makalinios. But this all pales in comparison to hiding a loaded gun down there. And surprisingly, it was not the first time. In 2016, 31-year-old Ashley Cecilia Castaneda was given 10 years of probation for possession of methamphetamine after stuffing a .22 caliber pistol down her pants 2 years earlier. In 2014, 19-year-old Dallas Archer was sentenced to 3 years in prison for the mini revolver jailers found between her legs during an arrest. In 2013, 28-year-old Christy Dawn Harris was arrested for possession of meth, drug paraphernalia, a pistol, and a loaded magazine, all stuffed into her vagina. She was sentenced to 25 years of jail time and to pay a fine of $1,363, just to mention a few. Shoving things into the vagina can lead to a host of nasty side effects, collectively known as foreign objects vaginitis. This may include itching, discharge, or pain. Let's not rule out the fact that the gun can mistakenly blow up your vagina. But we never learn. Have you ever experimented shoving anything up your privates? Share the gory details in the comment section.